Are you working? Hello friends, my name is Sarah. I am the artist and maker behind Denim and Rain. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I've got some fun things to share with you. Not a ton of projects. I actually have finished a few things, so my current projects I'm working on are like in the very early stages. But then I have a whole bunch of really awesome shop stuff at the end, and I will be announcing the giveaway winner. Yay! So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I finished was Benjamin's sweater, which I don't think I shared it last time. I don't remember. I haven't woven the ends yet, and I still have, you know, the yarn that I held the sleeves on. But I don't think I had it finished last time I shared with you. But I did end up ripping back the body, because I had finished the body, but then I ripped it back. The reason I did that was because I knit the positive ease and the sleeve length to an amount that would be good for him to like grow into, but the body length fit him perfect now. So if he grew an inch taller, the arms would fit great and the positive ease would be great, but the body length would not. So I ripped back, knit more length on the body. Very happy I did, put it on him, and it's got room to grow. So he's very excited about it. I need to sew in the ends, because even though we're coming into spring, I know we'll get lots of wear out of it because it's layering season here. Because one day, no joke, it was 73, 74, something like that. 2 days later, we had snow. So you really never know. And the other thing I'm going to do that I haven't done yet is on the back side of the neck, I am going to put a couple like stitches back here in a different color yarn, so he knows that this is the back and the inside of the sweater, because my kids have a tendency to wear their sweaters inside out and backwards. But I mean, if you didn't knit it, you don't really know. So yeah, this is knit out of Lion Brand Wool Ease, the color Nightshade, and yeah, it's no pattern. I just I winged it. So yeah, happy little sweater that needs ends woven in and to be blocked, but you know, I'll get to there eventually. The next finished object I have is using the same yarn. It's got all sorts of things on it. I made a baby hat. So this baby, I have so many friends that are having babies right now. So this one is a 2x2 rib. It should fit like up to like a 6-7 month old if you unroll the brim, and then if you roll it up so it could fit a little newborn. So it's kind of like a nice grow with me type hat. I knit this on DPNs. I haven't knit on DPNs in forever. I learned how to knit in the round on DPNs. I wanted something different. Kind of wanted to, you know, I don't know why. I just like wanted to knit on something different. I didn't want to do magic loop. I don't have small circular needles just because they make my hand cramp. I've got like, my hands get really sore really easily. So I know I don't like the short circulars, but I didn't want to do magic loop. DPNs is more switching though, so I don't know what my thought process was there. I just wanted to do it, so I did it, and I don't like it. The one thing about DPNs I do like is it makes me want to knit more. Like it's like, okay, one more needle. Okay, I'm going to go across one more needle. Okay, I'm going to go across one more needle. But I don't like, it's very fiddly. There's a lot of moving needles, like, because I have to have them a certain way, so it's like not bumping my fingers, and it's just, it's a process. But I enjoyed working on them for this one hat, and yeah, probably won't be working on DPNs again for a while, but I'm happy I did this project with them. So yeah, little baby hat. Done. I want to do a couple more baby hats to just have on hand for when other people have babies. Next, finished. Ooh. It's it's spring and the wind just like shuttered the back door because I've got I have on this side of me a window, and then I have on that side of me a big hot mess on my table. But yeah, it just like shuttered the glass and was kind of like, oh, windy. Anyways, moving on. So my next finished thing is I finished a pair of socks. I had, I think, one of them finished last time, but I now have the second one finished. So these are my Here Come the Socks pattern. This is a DK worsted weight pattern. This pair of socks is knit on Lion Brand Wool Ease, which is typically a worsted weight. This is the color Umber. This is the color Natural Heather. This is the 3rd size, and it's got this really great texture stitch. Reminds me of like gingham, but in texture form. It's got a really nice ribbed heel flap and, you know, your standard toe. So yeah, very happy with these. You can see this is the original one. This is a DK version, and this is the size 2. So I did both sizes, 2 sizes to try out my pattern because I had a oopsie in my pattern, which I talked about in my last episode. But this one is Emma's Yarn Wish You Were Beer DK base she has, which is 75/25 merino nylon. Yeah, so there's that one. And then I have the Shorty, which still does not have a match. So hopefully next time I will have 2 of these. I have not cast it on yet. I'm kind of done knitting these socks because I've knit 3 of them now. So I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't want to knit another one. I mean, I did purposely knit this one, the pair to this one, before I did this one, because I figured the Shorty would be a nice reward because, well, it's short and less amount of knitting. So I am excited to knit this one. Plus I really like the yarn on this one. So this is a mystery skein of fingering that I found in my stash that I overdyed. And then I'm just holding the fingering double to make a DK. So yeah, I hope to have the second one of these done by next time. This pattern is in testing. I am hoping to have the pattern released next week. I'm not 100% sure. I need to go through everybody's feedback to just kind of see where I'm at and go from there. So yeah. My last finished object I could have worn, but it's still slightly wet from blocking. Ta-da-da! My sweater is finished. Oh, I love it too. It's so pretty. It's a V-neck raglan, and the raglan along it has a mock cable, which then goes down, hold on, down the side of the body, which is super duper cute. The back side of it, it didn't get blocked quite as well as the front. You can see halfway through drying, I flipped it so I could spread out the raglan stitches in the back because I had done it in the front, but it's kind of hard to see what you're doing when a sweater is laying flat. So I flipped it and then pulled the stitches in the back. But this is knit out of Mary Maxim's Woodland base. It is a 90% acrylic, 10% alpaca. We will see how this one wears with the 10% alpaca. I'm hoping that it has some of that breathing of the, like some nice breathability of the natural fibers. Yet, you know, that ease of care of the acrylic. So we'll see. I'm hoping that it's not too hot because, well, you know how acrylic, it doesn't quite breathe the same way. But it has like that. It's got a really nice soft texture that the alpaca has, and a nice like drape, which is really great. I can still feel like the plastic a bit, which is, it doesn't bother me. I have like store-bought sweaters that are made out of synthetic fibers, so it doesn't bother me. But I really like this yarn. I like the like tonal look to it. It doesn't look super commercial, which I love. But yeah, I knit this on 6mm needles. It's a worsted weight yarn. And yeah, I really like the way it turned out. This does not have a pattern. This is one I just kind of designed. I did take notes, very diligent notes, throughout the top portion of the sweater, which is like the bulk of where the designing is. But then I got to like partway through the yoke and I stopped taking notes. So I'm going to have to go back through, think about it for a minute, and see if I can figure out what I was doing so I can write a pattern. So we'll see. But yes, sweater, doesn't have a name, just a cute v-neck sweater. Eventually I'm sure I'll name it. And maybe do a pattern, not really sure. But yeah, ta-da! Yay, finished object. Okay, let's move on to what I've been working on. I have not touched my Christmas socks, the ribbed ones. I haven't touched those in a couple of weeks because I'm trying to finish this pair of socks that I've been working on for like 2 friggin' years. So I take this with me to church on Sundays and I knit on it during music practice and then like during church service because I can't focus whenever somebody speaks if I don't have something to do. So I have to be doodling or something. My hands have to be doing something, otherwise my mind wanders. So but I've been working on this sock. Focus, there we go. This is, I don't know the name of the yarn company. I did find the ball band the other day and I stuck it somewhere and I don't know where I stuck it. But this is a BFL and nylon base. And then this is my hand-dyed yarn, which is a merino nylon base. And yeah, I'm about a third of the way through the foot-ish. I do about this much every week, sometimes a tiny bit more. So yeah, I mean, the last time I showed it, I think I was like to here or something. It's getting there. I will never, ever, 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 ever again do a full friggin' fancy textured fingering weight sock ever again. It's the stupidest idea ever. It's taking way too long. If I do fingering weight socks, it's got to be either just stockinette or ribbing. Not this. Not one where I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Because yeah. So I'm hoping to have these finished. Maybe next time I show you. And it's living in just a bag that I made a few years ago. Just a little tiny box bottom drawstring thing. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that sock. Next thing I started it is a sweater by Ozetta, right? Yes. This is the Lodge sweater. I have the back hem finished and I am working on the front hem. So I just started the front hem yesterday while I was watching Downton Abbey, the movie. Let's talk about that for just a second. No spoilers, but it was terrible. I don't know why everybody loves it so much. Yeah, what the crap? The pacing was terrible. It was way too... Everything was so over the top. The filming was weird. There was a lot of like weird panning shots and I'm like, what are they just... Hold the camera still. Like, why are we going in? And like, it was just... I didn't like the filming style. I thought it was weird and not true to how the show was filmed. The pacing was off because I feel like they were just trying to fit too much into this movie. It's like they were trying to fit a season's worth of crap into like one episode length thing. I was like, this character had something happening, and then this character also had something happening. It's like every single character had like everything thrown at them, and then it was like up and down, and I just hated it. And then Cora, I don't remember the actress's name, but her accent was weird. It was like more pitchy, and her American accent was terrible. Not sure what happened. Like, she needed to go back and watch a few episodes that she had done to get her accent better. Like, I do remember, like, as I was watching it, because I just watched the entire show, just binged the whole thing in like a few weeks. I did notice from like season to season there is a little adjustment in her like accent throughout, but from the show to the movie, it was so distracting every time she spoke. I was like, what the crap? Yeah, it was just, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. If you liked it, that's awesome. I'm a little bit of a movie snob and a show snob, so whatever. I just didn't like it that much. I didn't know why people were raving about it. We'll see how the next one is. Who knows? Maybe that one will be better. I don't know. Anyways, back to the sweater. So yeah, I've got the front in the works. I'm going to make it a touch shorter in the front. I'm going to like make it to like here-ish, maybe. Because I just like my back hems to be just a touch longer. Yeah. I am knitting this. I believe I'm knitting this on the recommended needle, which is 5mm, I think. I think that's the recommended size. And then I am knitting this out of Hobbie's Divina, and I believe this is a sage color. I don't have the ball band with me, which it wouldn't have the name on there anyways. It would just have the number. I love this yarn. I knit my colorwork cotton grass jumper out of it, the one that my husband shrunk. But it's got a really nice, it's like a blown yarn. And yeah, it's 60% alpaca, 20% nylon, 20% wool. I'm not really 100% sure on that, but I know there's a lot of alpaca. And it is so squishy and dreamy. I love it. Okay, so that was my Lodge sweater. Very excited about it. Even though we're coming into spring and summer, I will knit warm things throughout like fall winter knits because well, that's like the perfect time to work on them. So then it's ready for fall and winter. Plus that's when I wear most of my knits. So I'd rather get some of that stuff done. But I did start to crochet a tank top. You ready for it? Bam! Yes, I started it. The Chasing Summer tank light by Knits and Knot. Got partway in, made it too long. It like gave instructions in the pattern like if you wanted it longer you could like add some length to it, and I was like yeah, it looked pretty cropped, and I was like yeah, I'm gonna be adding length. Added too much length. I got like halfway through my increases and realized, oh boy, it's gonna be a bit too long and I might run out of yarn. So I pulled it back, which is fine. And I was doing half double crochet instead of double crochet. Makes a little bit of a difference. Half double crochet is always my like go-to crochet stitch, so it's kind of like habit. I like pick up a hook and I just start doing that. So yeah, it was kind of like oops. Plus I'm gonna see if I have any other crochet hooks. So I'm using a 3.5mm, and the pattern calls for a 3mm. And then I'm using Hobbie's cotton rainbow yarn. I believe this is the sage color. Very different sage from the last sage. But yeah, I started this. I really liked the way it was looking, but if I'm gonna put all that work into crocheting with this teeny little hook, I want it to be good. So I ripped it out. I'll start it again in a couple of days. I want to first see if I can find an ergonomic hook and maybe one that's slightly smaller. Because my half double crochet was looking really good. It wasn't too holy, but the regular double crochet was looking a little bit loose with this hook. So I think I'm gonna go down a hook size. So I need to maybe get on Amazon. I tried looking at furls because I really like furls crochet hooks. I have a couple of them, but the smallest size I have is a 4mm, which I already have. I thought they maybe went down smaller, but they don't. So, gonna see what else is out there to get me down to a 3mm. So, yeah, gonna find that first and then get started on this again. So that's it for what I've been working on and what I've finished. Now, I'm going to share with you all the fun things that I have going into the shop this Friday, Friday the 15th. I am having a shop update at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, I cannot wait. There's some really cool art and other things, so let me show you. I have sheepies, sheepies. So excited, can't wait. So let's just start sharing all the sheep. So if you don't know what yarn to sheep prints are, they are prints, watercolor paintings based off of, inspired by indie dyers' colorways. So I take those beautiful colorways that they have dyed, put my own twist on it, and put them into sheep. So it's just like one of those really cool things of, you know, building this community up more, doing like more showing of other people's work. I've had people say, like, after you painted that sheep, I went over, I found a new dyer, and then I went and I bought their yarn. How cool is that? I love that so much. It makes me so happy that somebody saw a painting based off of somebody's colorway and was like, that's so pretty, I must now go buy the yarn. So good. That's what I want. I want to build this community up more and more. So all the indie dyers will be listed down in the description box. Make sure you go check all of them out because they are all amazing artists. All right, so this first one we have is the Little Wolf Knits Geyser number 6. Second one we have is the Love Stitch Cookie Cat. It's like a super cute pink tonal. The next one is Naughty Pine Fiber Co. Woodsy. Oh, I love that. It's like a tonal with speckles. So good. Oh, this one doesn't have its name on it. This one is Wild Star Fibers, and I'm sorry, I do not remember the colorway name, but it is Wild Star Fibers. I will have to put that back onto the back of the painting. This one is Republic of Wool Spring Fling. Super cute color combo. This one is Paisley Knits My Aesthetic, which is totally also my aesthetic. I love the like greens and stuff, so good. Here we have the Yarn Addict Company First Frost. Oh, so good, the perfect spring color. We have Woolberry Fiber Co. The color Sybil, which I had to do because I was watching through Downton Abbey. So I was like, I think we need to do a Downton Abbey colorway. Oh, I guess that's the rest of those. But then I have these two. These are my spring sheep. We have Vintage Spring. And we have Modern Spring. And these two, I turned into stitch markers. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen them. But oh my goodness, I'm so excited about them. Okay. Here we have Vintage Spring as a stitch marker. Look at how cute. I love it. And then it will come with 3 little circular accent markers. Then next is the Modern Spring stitch marker. Super cute. And here they are together. They're so freaking cute. I love them so much. I wanted something different. I've been doing the stitch markers and stuff, and I wanted something that was all mine. Nobody else had something that nobody else has with resin. So I decided, well, how do I do that? Well, make my own mold. I was like, well, what do I make a mold of? And I was like, why not my sheep? So then I can also use these molds to make like custom colorway sheep. I can do paintings inside of them, which hint, hint, I might have some really cool painting resin markers coming in the future. But there's so many different things I can do with them, and they're all mine because it's like a mold based off of my own sketches. So I love it so much. I really enjoy these markers and can't wait to share them with you this Friday. Okay, and then beyond that, I have buttons that will be in the shop. These are two different kinds I will have. There is the light one and the dark one, inspired off of the vintage and modern springs. Oh, I love them. There will be limited quantities of buttons and stitch markers. So if you have your eyes on one, I suggest you get there around the time the shop opens, because I'm not really sure how fast they're gonna go. I have in the past done buttons and they've gone fairly quickly, so just kind of keep that in mind. I am making way more than I have in the past, but I'm not really sure. It's really hard to gauge these things, so I don't know. Maybe they'll go fast, maybe they'll sit there for a week or two. Who knows? The next thing I'm gonna have are knitting needle stoppers. So I'll pull a couple out here for you. Here is one of the designs. This is the Daisy design, and it will come with 2 other colors and styles to complement it. And then I will also have these ones, which is a lighter spring flowers, kind of like matching, you know, the different sheep and stuff that I am going to have. So I will have, this one will also have 2 matching colors to go with it. These needle stoppers are a little bit smaller and lighter than other ones I've tried. I really liked these ones. These I did not make, I did wholesale these, and I'm offering them up to you guys as well. So yeah, I really like how small they are. They're not quite as heavy as some of the other ones. These will fit a 3mm needle up to a 8mm needle, so pretty much your whole like knitting needle set it will fit. So yeah, I'm really excited about these. I hope you guys like them as much as I do. They're on lots of my projects right now. They are literally lifesavers when it comes to knitting. I never used to use needle stoppers, but I started recently, and I don't know why I never use them, because oh my goodness, they save so many projects. Now like crazy spring weather I was talking about, well now the sun is out. I don't even know. Anyways, last thing today is giveaway winner. So I had these 2, we've got this set of stitch markers and this single stitch marker. Both have these great lever back clasps. They are my favorite. So the winner of these is Donna Stevenson. So congratulations, Donna. If you would send me an email at denimandrain@gmail.com to claim your prize, that would be great, and I will send that out to you as soon as I can. Alright, I think that is it. I don't have any more knitting to share. I don't have any more products to share. That was a lot anyways. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It helps grow my channel and makes it encouraging to make more content for you all. So, we'll catch you next time. Bye.